Hello, everybody. Ghost Hunter. This is probably the first time since I've done Resident Evil Village that I will give a review, a legitimate review, non-biased review on a game that, well, frankly, is odd. Ghost Hunter. I've played it and I've beat it, and so we'll start from hardcore mode because I don't feel like making a new account. I own everything. I have everything. No, we will not be starting from hardcore mode. We'll start from level select. Because is that just makes sense. With classic mode, we'll start from an awakening. And yeah. Ghost Runner. This game was fun. I liked it.
You're alive. Can you hear me? They are all
Yeah, I can.
looking for you.
So, Ghost Runner. This game was free for PSN. I don't remember, like 2 months ago, I think. And
Relax.
the game was fine. I liked it. I read the reviews before I got it. A lot of the reviews were
I can calibrate only your basic protocols from in
they weren't very good. The game didn't do very well in terms of a lot of fans were very upset
A
with it, or a lot of
trespasser
players were very
spotted
upset
in
with
metro
the game.
station.
A lot of the
This
reviews
is
were,
bad. You'll have to fight your way
oh,
out
this
of
game
here.
is look for your area. It's die, die, die until you find the right area to go.
God, the
And
software is a
I agree,
mess.
you
I've
know.
rebooted your acceleration module. We
You
should be
go
able to
one
spruce
place and you
things up
die
by now.
over and over and over again, and
You can use
it's
acceleration.
very, very unfair. But the game wasn't that bad. I
The
liked it.
trespasser is in the air
I beat the
ducts.
game already, and I even bought the DLC. I
Careful
liked
now.
it.
They'll be waiting for you.
So, you know, I
Initiating
didn't
the
have a
sensory
problem with it.
boost.
Obviously, I
Well
did for the
done, but
beginning
you won't last long in this state. I
because
have
it
to
was
get you to a
very,
prison so I can get your software over.
very
You're
hard.
being held outside this dome zone.
But it was still enjoyable. It wasn't any of this unfairity as people would say it is. It was very fun. I enjoyed the game. It was clean. The ray tracing worked. Haptic feedback worked. Enemies were fun to kill. Some of them. Story
Follow the
was kind
pipes
of
to get out to the
trash.
open.
You know, I didn't really like the story too much. And I won't spoil the game for those of you that actually want to play the game. But
Use the surfaces
the
to your
game really
advantage.
wasn't that bad.
Slide to gain speed.
I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10.
Soon.
Will recommend for you to like automatically, oh, you don't play this game, you're a sinner. You play this game and you don't like it, you're a sinner. It's not that good. And obviously, you know, I found the game to be pretty short. 3 bosses. The final boss is super easy. The only fun one was the second boss.
They know I'm talking to you. It's only a matter
Yes,
of
they
time.
do.
It's only a matter of time before they breach the doors to my cell.
So yeah, the only actual fun boss was the second boss, the sword fighting boss. That's all I'm going to give away. This video will have spoilers after this
Dome on
point.
lockdown.
So if you don't want to watch,
Each guard
I
is a
understand.
built-in lockdown chip.
So after this point, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, spoils. The second boss was very good. You know, you fought using swords. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go
Tenants
do
found
that boss
outside their
battle
homes will be considered
to
part
just
of the rebel
show
forces
the
and
best
treated
boss
as
fight in
such.
the game. The voice acting is mediocre, I feel like. You know, for like a techno style game, it works, it does its job, you know, it explains the futuristic setting of the game. And,
Lockdown
you
lifted.
know, it's alright. But they could have done better. A little more emotion would have been great. You know, some characters leave and don't come back. You kill a lot of the characters. So yeah. I don't remember where you fight the second boss. This one? Question mark? I think so. I don't remember. This is the second boss?
after stop.
Yes, this is the second boss fight.
GR-74 located.
Ghost Runner
Kill
74.
switch component not found. Mission to engage.
Granted.
Engaging.
I actually don't remember how to fight this boss fight. This is the cleanest boss fight in the game, though. Because it's actually, like, timed. And this made the game great because you took advantage of the Ghost Runner.
She's watching.
Which was freaking great. This is the only fair fight of the game in terms of, like, actual skill. Because it just was really fair. Obviously, the save can be better. Granted, you know, it's a little hard. You die once, you have to reset the whole boss fight. But it was fun. This was fun. This was great. And then you get to the third boss fight, the final boss fight. And the third boss fight just wasn't good. It was so easy. Run around, run around, run around, dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, she's stabbing me? Let me go actually make her dumbly hit an electrical field that she had in her arena. Oh, that's the second phase. That's only the first phase. Okay, well now I need to do it again, but it's slightly harder. Okay, run around, run around, run around. Okay, there you go. Same thing again. And the third phase was just pathetic. It was the easiest phase in my opinion. Well, not the easiest. It just was there. And then it came to when you fight the architect. It just really wasn't that good.
GR-74 threat level assessment readjusted.
Just get it done. Blow yourself
Because
up if you have to.
it really wasn't that good. The only thing hard about him, and I quote, was getting to him. That was the only thing hard about this boss fight.
Monster. I should have
You are
erased you a long
literally
time.
in a freaking, like, the glitch setting. I don't remember what it's called, but you're in it.
Even if it means ripping
And
you
it
out of the
is
town.
so hard to
Circuit
go
by
through
circuit,
it.
I'll destroy all the servers. You'll have nowhere to hide.
Because
No
it
place to
is
move.
so
No place to
unfair.
invest.
It is the most horrendous thing in the entire game. And then when you get to him, it's just, oh, you attack him and he's dead. There you go. And then it's like the ending really wasn't that good. I wouldn't give the game a 1 out of 10 or a 1 out of 5. I would give the game like a honest 3 to 4 out of 5. And that seems a little more reasonable, considering how the game does its job. It's Ghost Runner. It's a hard game. But then, was it meant to be hard? Yes, it was meant to be difficult. Unfair even. Because there are a lot of parts of the game that are just unfair. Like this boss fight. The save points in this boss fight are abysmal. The only thing hard about this boss fight was when I first played it, I kept falling off the map. That was a little weird. I found out to be harder than the actual boss, I'll be honest. But that's fine, I was able to look through it. I beat the boss eventually. But then, another hard thing about this boss fight is she sends you flying, or she sends surges after you, and they're just so dumb. And this just makes no sense.
Flawless.
And there you go. That's the boss.
Now for the important part. We can scan it for the missing data.
That would have been really cool if I could use her weapon
It's all
and
in
mine.
there, intact.
But I can't. That is the end of this final, or the coolest boss fight in the game. Let's go to the final boss fight of the game. The easiest boss fight in the game. The first boss was hard, I'll be honest. First boss was extremely hard. Where is it? This one. Let's go to, the monster. No, the summit is her. The monster would be, the architect.
Since before the burst, I Supervised first Sun Sarah Corporation, and
Yep,
then
yeah,
Dharma
I know.
Tower from here. My office was just around the corner. This is where you were conceived, so to speak. The design came together here, in my
Yes, I
private
am aware.
workshop.
Who am I?
You are the
This
perfect
game is really
fusion of
just,
code and flesh.
the way to describe
You
this game
are
would
the
be,
next step.
Who, not what.
I'm lost, basically. The entire point of the game is you just play as this ghost runner who's actually just trying to, who's being forced to listen to him, basically.
The augmentation
And even
process
after he
begins.
actually does it, he
Once it is
disobeys his
done,
creator, the
people of
architect.
Dharma will be free.
And
Immune
even
to your
after he
corruption
does
and
that,
no longer dependent on
he
your
still
poison.
dies? That's the ending. I die. Yeah, that's cool. That's freaking cool. You know, I've always wanted to play as a character that dies at the end of the game. Such an unsatisfying ending for such an unsatisfying set of bosses. The only thing satisfying was, like I said, the second boss in the game. The first boss is so annoying, it's not
There
even
is
funny.
no salvation inside
The
tower,
third boss,
Russ. You
Mara,
lived your life
is
outside.
so
There will be a
annoyingly
price to pay
boring.
here as well,
I found
naturally.
her to be super
But we'll
easy.
pay it
Obviously, I
when we
died to
pay
her
it.
a lot. A lot. I mean, like, I died to her like
Indeed.
2 times.
Humanity.
But it still was annoying.
So, do you even know what drives you, puppet? What the end game is?
Yes. Kidding you.
You have done nothing wrong, puppet, but I can't let you be. As long as that demon in your head exists. You are a threat to everything I've built.
And there we go. This is the
Oh,
final boss of the
yes.
game.
Kill switch or not, this is an opponent you cannot afford to take lightly.
There you go.
Shall endure without you.
This is the boss fight. Alright. There you go. You stand right here. Wait for the attack. Oh, come on. You can do it. Be smart. Oh, I died? Wow. Now let's restart everything. And it's gonna be like that over and over and over again. Until you are finally... Until you are good at timing. For her to mess up and hit these. Well, I wasn't paying attention. That was my fault. But yeah, this is the second final. This is the actual final boss of the game. Because in theory, the architect is in a boss battle. The only boss battle is going through the fucking actual final part of the game. And after you do all of that, you kill him instantly. You don't do anything else. It is kind of horrendously designed. But like, you know, I can appreciate it. Well, I don't even know what killed me. I was on top of it, basically. I can't keep up, but do I want to? Not really. Because this boss really isn't that fun. It's just this. Oh, she's coming. Oh, wow. She actually got me. Wow. I was so surprised. And that's the boss fight. This, I expected a harder actual challenge. I expected it would have been cool if there's crazy platforming. You know. Oh, you see that? You see her tentacles? Time it perfectly and you can slash one of them, make it the boss fight a little better. Oh, here it comes. Boom. And there we go. That would have been cool. What is this? This is the boss fight? This is the best? This is the reward? She kills you and this is how you do to her? Wow, and there you go. 1 life. Out of 3. Here comes the crazy platform I was talking about. Ready? Watch out for the blue. Don't get touched. Oh. It is kind of just like a... It's kind of sad, to be honest. The game isn't a 1 out of 5. The game isn't a 2 out of 5. It's somewhere along the lines of 3 to 4. Maybe a 5 out of 5 if you're like a masochist. Maybe. But at the same time, I wouldn't say the game is that bad either. It's just tedious as hell. The moment you die, you have to go through all her annoyingly long attacks over and over and over again. The music is the same over and over and over again. Her voice lines are the same over and over and over again. The gameplay's the same until you finally beat her. It's so annoying. It's not difficult. It's just boring. This boss fight is like a 1 out of 10. This is what makes the game 1 out of 5 for many.
Only way.
Adaptation is the only way. Yes, it is. But with such a shitty boss fight, it really isn't. So now that you've got a taste of what her boss fight looks like, let's go to the first boss fight. The first boss fight had crazy platforming, had crazy jumps, crazy timeline. It was actually kind of difficult, to be honest. I died a lot. I died the most of this boss fight.
Oh,
But
this
still.
is troublesome.
How do I disable it?
First, you should get on top. You could probably cut it down. It won't hold without the supporting cords.
Now you bring up the defense system.
I had no idea Mara managed to bring it back online.
This, we're like 1,000 years into the future, and this is the best Mara can handle. Power cords that can get cut? That's a little weird.
Data station security protocols
That's okay. Let's see if I still remember the...
Emergency mode activated.
Let's see if I can still remember the jumps and the timings of this boss fight.
I can't even. I had no idea something like this.
I kinda have it. Not much, but I kinda got it. And like I said, the boss fight, the moveset's exactly the same over and over again. Same problem as Mara. It's the same thing. The music's the same. The voice lines are the same. She speaks in your ear the whole time on repeat. How much did she get paid? Millions? Billions? It wasn't worth it. It really shouldn't have been worth it. Same thing.
Amida station security protocols compromised.
The same thing over and over again until you finally make it to the top. You cut the cord and then you fall down. You have to restart. But they take you to a second phase, which is really hard. And they take you to a third phase, which is even harder. But this is basically the boss fight. Crazy lasers, slightly crazy jumps, more crazy jumps in the second one. But that's the boss fight. Don't feel like saying here, because I know the video will be like 2 hours long if I do. I suck at that fight. I got lucky I beat the first one, I guarantee it. Let's go to the monster. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, whatever. I died so many times to this. I died that many times to Mara? No, 11, that's it. Yeah, you see, that's a little bit. I died a lot to this one. 291. I sucked at it. 249 to this one. I died a little bit to this one compared to this first one.
Not struggle, TR-74. I need your body, but I
And
don't
this
need the
boss fight.
rest of you anymore.
What?
The rebels broke you, made you independent, and I was too weak to take back control. Too fragile.
There you go.
But you strengthened
Oh, did I
me,
mention that
connected the remaining side
gets
of what
closer
you
to you
know,
slowly, so you
grow.
have to keep moving.
Now, it's time
The moment
to
you're
take
2
back
seconds too
what's
late,
mine.
you already
Peace back
lose.
to the bring
And they take away all your upgrades. So you can't even make the jump because you only have a little bit of upgrades.
humanity must
Oh,
be
no, I lied. Never mind. I have
not
them.
just from the outside world, but from itself as well. And to protect.
There you
to
go.
protect
This is the
those
boss fight.
I
And it is so long. It literally took me like 2 hours to beat this bitch. Because it is the same thing. You get unlucky with the jump. Oh, there you go. You got to wait. You took the jump too early. Gotta restart. You took the jump too late. Gotta restart. I literally couldn't beat this boss fight for a long time. Took the jump too early. I'm surprised I did wall run. You guys want a crazy jumps? Here you go. There you go, there's a boss fight. What, you don't want this? You expected the final boss to be fun? You expected wrong. And you got nothing in return. This is the boss fight, and this is the most annoying part of the game.
To unify them, there will only be one purpose.
It is
Iron
so
Ribbon will only be
tedious.
one purpose.
If you literally go too fast, you can't win. You go too slow, you can't win.
Sleep.
It is horrendous.
Breed according to the needs of
And look,
power.
and even if you mess up the jump,
No more
you die.
violence.
And it gets closer and closer and closer. You can't take your time for the right jump, technically speaking. If you mess up, it'll just get closer. Obviously, when you die, it restarts its positioning. But it's like this over and over again. The song's the same. Them talking about eating and sleeping. I wanted to do all of that while doing this boss fight. Look at that. Second phase. The same thing as the first. And guess what? You mess up the second phase, you have to restart from the first phase. Imagine that. You go into this game knowing it's going to be hard based on the tutorials. Tutorials took forever to beat. But this plays nothing like the tutorials. I can't do my second dash if I'm in the air already. But it's not that I know how to because the game doesn't let me. And the jump pad just messes me up more than it does help. And of course, I lost. Now guess what? Back to the beginning. This is the final boss fight of the game. And guess what? I messed up. I had to take me. End me. Why? Because I already took too long. And for some reason, if I take the left one, I can't do it as good as I can the first one. Or at least, maybe I can this time. Couldn't when I was playing the first one. The first time. But maybe that was my fault. The dash really messes you up rather than it does help you. And then again, you mess up. And if you heard, I couldn't actually jump. Couldn't do my dash. This is the final boss fight of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, this game was free. The people that paid for it, I don't know. I feel bad. Should you get a refund? No, you shouldn't. Because you did technically buy it. Then you never really buy a new game when it first comes out. Because it has a chance of sucking. And did I mention, the third, fourth, and fifth phase are basically the same thing. Basically, I think. If I remember correctly, this phase has like 8 steps. That's the end of the video. This is the end of the video. This is the end of the review. The game isn't a 1 star, a 1 out of 5. I give it 3 or 4 out of 5. Because I did enjoy the game. Techno theme was kind of cool. When it's overused, it sucks. The customizations were alright. You know? They could have been better. That could have been worse. The free ones were good. I like these. Obviously, it's the best one because it moves. Look at that. It moves. Is this the right one? This the right one? Yeah, it is. Why isn't it moving? Alright. I'm in this world. It won't move. The upgrade system's alright, you know? So many missed opportunities, so many upgrades. I don't think I unlocked them all. It's my fault. I didn't find any gloves. I didn't find all the audio logs or anything. This is the best thing of the game. A shabby teddy bear. I was gonna say shady for some reason. Let's try to beat it one more time. One more time. It's the end of the video. Oh, never mind.